Howdy y'all, my name is Frosty, or Frost the Snow Pickle, and welcome back to West of Loathing. Last time we spoke with the professor about some stuff. We got a lot of new places unlocked, but let's head back to Dirtwater first. They say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but when you see someone wearing dark cultist robes, it seems like a pretty safe bet that they're some sort of cultist. Another clue is the fact that he or she is trying to teach a skeleton how to tap dance. At least that's what it looks like from here. Fight him! Gotta jump on him. Do that, and then let's shabam. Kill the necromantic cultist. And then Gary through the other one. Victory! You beat the heck out of that cultist. Fortunately for him, there's a handy supply of unbroken bones available. Unfortunately for him, you've yoinked his bones manual, or whatever this is. Fundamentals of Nex-Mex. This book contains some basic rituals and incantations of Nex-Mex, enough to get a single skeleton up and moving around at least. Gives you the raised skeletal buddy skill. Read it. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Yes. Are you certain the dark arts are no laughing matter? This could really mess you up. Read it, I said! The words crawl off the page and into your eyes like worms. The worms burrow into your bones and then whisper stuff to you about cool things you can do with other people's bones. You got a perk, raised skeletal buddy. You can ensorcel skeleton bones and then use them to summon skeletons to protect you in combat. As you turn over the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. You don't feel so well. Ugh. Your hair instantly loses all of its color. Got a perk, white hair. Your hair has gone prematurely white due to your meddling in the affairs of the netherworld. -3 moxie. Ooh. I see. So the more necromancy I do, the less I can do other stuff. It has its negative impacts. You have nothing useful for me. Is there anything else interesting in here? Give her the pickle factory. It's the Jerkin brothers, and please, what in the world? It's the Jerkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. I believe you. Here's the reward. Huh, looks like these things are still twitching. Better lock them up just to be safe. Thanks a bundle. Alright. Now, we have got some bones now. Prospector takes a weird turn somewhere and you find yourself completely surrounded by old dead trees. Where are you? Continue. A gray mist closes in on you as Prospector marches confidently forward through the gnarled and ancient forest. You shudder. Keep going. Prospector stops. Through the fog ahead you see a shape. You dismount to investigate and it reveals itself to be the shape of a pedestal topped with the shape of a book. Take the book. Chill runs down your spine as you touch the book. You got intermediate Nex-Mex. This mid-tier Nex-Mex textbook teaches you how to replenish your blood supply by stealing blood from the living. Keeping enough blood inside you is important to necromancers and civilians alike. Gives you the vampiric yodel skill. So I can't tell if that was because I've been doing the necromancy or because I have the spooky horse, but I'm gonna keep reading it because I'm going down the necromancer route. Why not? This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Yes. Are you certain the dark art? Okay, yes. As you read the words in the book, a voice that is not your own howls along with them in your head. As you get nearer to the end of the book, the howls become more and more melodic. Gotta spell it. Vampiric yodel. Yodel-a-he boo! As you turn over the last page, it vanishes. Emaciated, -3 muscle. You're gaunt and bony as a result of the dark arts you've been messing around with. Your body withers and shrinks. Okay, so this is having some pretty significant negative effects on me. But I'm gonna keep doing it nonetheless. From the sound of it, you'd say this dog house contains an angry dog. This dog house contains an angry dog. Very funny, you're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Give the dog a bone. With a knick-knack paddywhack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contentedly gnawing on the human femur. Good for him. The dog is happily gnawing on a bone. The hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear. Let me rethink this. Okay, so now I need oil. Let's head to Fort Cowardice. You notice a smoldering hole in the ground and recognize it as the habitat of a southeast western coal snake that they keep to themselves mostly, but they're also known to enjoy a fight if one is thrust upon them. Thrust one upon it. Cast spell. Bam! Coal snake skin. This is a coal snake skin that has been liberated from a coal snake's body. Put it on your hat to add +3 moxie. Nice job. I want to get a better hat so that I can... because... So pardon. This fort is very quiet being. I thought goblins here. It does sound abandoned. Might as well have a look though. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. Fort Cowardice. Climb up into the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from here. Already used my binoculars, so... Hey, hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Goblins! Goblins here somewhere! Really? How can you tell? How you can't? Well, I'll let you know if I find any. Sign has the goblin word for toilet on it. Yikes, this mishap definitely got somebody fired. Unusually sized cannonball. I got a demi-culverin cannonball. This cannonball is made to fit a demi-culverin, a cannon with a bore diameter of 10 centimeters. No demi less, no demi more. Administration. The cabinet is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personnel records in the back of one drawer. Examine them. They are incredibly boring. No, really, I want details. Fine, you read one. Becky Smith, secretary, pay grade C3, B 51440, Dec 21064, missed days 89, accrued sick days 0, satisfied? No, another! No, another! No, another! Now you're just looking at the same ones you've read before. What is wrong with you? I can't get enough. This was once a reception desk, but now the most appropriate thing for it to receive would be a free trip to the dump. Looks like there's still some good mess left. Take it. Military-grade whiskey and hardtack. Optimized for shelf life instead of taste. The cupboard is bare, and also it's not really a cupboard. It's a spice rack. Open it. Got a shaker of saltpeter. This was the subject of a classic comedy bit at the Last Supper. Little green unlabeled jars. Hopefully this is the stuff the chef was looking for. The stove is beyond cleaning. Blech. Doesn't let me stand up the stool. That's disappointing. In general, this is a door. More specifically, it's the door to the general's office. Even more specifically, it's the locked door to the general's office. Why are there no needles anywhere? What the heck? You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent. Not bothering. Letting them sleep. Okay, okay. Leave the tent. This must be the math tent. This cot is soaked with blood. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to the Fort Cowardice's nurse. Look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental daguerreotypes, lamentations that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? Looks like it might be important. Marching orders. This set of army marching orders from before all of the army's marching orders were march back east just as fast as your lily-livered little yellow-bellied feet can go, you damnable cowards. Look at the diagrams. Just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. Leave. The shelf still has some unlooted medical supplies on it. Render them looted. Bolster your supply of medical goods at the expense of the shelves. Needs safe cracking. It's labeled controlled substances. This must be where they store the really effective stuff. Sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way are you gonna go in there. Hey, hey. Okay, we already saw sleeping goblins, so. Alright, well that's Fort Cowardice. Let's check out the railroad camp. You see a sign that says Snake Spring, over yonder. Discovered a new map location, Snake Spring. Keep going where I'm going. Manifest Destiny Railroad Company. It's your partner. Talk. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wait, no. Wow, wow, wow. The iron snake, much bigger when close up looking. And hearing of people inside, it has eating them. It's not a snake, it's a train. Those are passengers inside. Are you actually unclear on how this works? Ha ha ha! No! Gary is fooling with you. Knowing a train does not eating people. Big machine with wheels having. Okay, cool. And many loud screaming. Okay. Ow, dagnabbit. Yipes. Complaining won't make the train go any faster. The old metal hippopotamus. Yep, the good old bronze ram. Please shut up, dear. This guy should never be put in charge of a switch. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? Bought it from this gal who runs a store down south of here, named Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow McSump. Where's the store exactly? Oh, you can't miss it. It's right between a cactus and a different cactus. Buttonwillow McKitterick store. Thanks. Don't mention it. No, really, thanks a lot. Man furrows his brow. Sure, don't mention it. I mean it. I really appreciate you telling me where that store is. His eyes narrow. Really, it's no trouble at all. Don't mention it. I mean it. I've run out of ways to say thank you, but I really do want you to know that I'm very grateful for your help. His face starts to turn red. Do not mention it. He looks about ready to punch you if you don't knock it off. Okay, don't mention it. She's not getting much track weight, but she's an expert whistler. The old Steel Leviathan. Yep, the good old Screaming Shark. You approach the beleaguered-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points at the man next to the huge pile of rocks. And if you're not, he smiles. Then I'd say that paper-backed idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Crap. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I can do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of these operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you will ever imagine. You want help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. Guess I'm the boss now? The man looks you up and down. Well, now, I suppose you can't be any worse than that last clown. Extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing this giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyors say there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, and we can't reroute it around even if we had the months it'd take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'll take a lot of dynamite, a whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear it. Goblins are holed up over in Gustavson Gulch. It's a real rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way, especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need that specific dynamite, though. Any you can lay your hands on be fine as long as there's enough of it. I'll look into it. Well, he's gone. Alright, so there's Gustavson Gulch. Let's check out Snake Spring. You find a flyer for a dynamite store up north. It's charred around the edges like it got blown here by an explosion. You mark the address down on your map. Dynamite Dan's Discount Dynamite Dare House. Well, let's go there, because we need dynamite. Dynamite Dan's. Wow, that's a lot of explosions. Hello! This place seeming a little danger. Many old booms. At least we know the dynamite works. A year's supply of dynamite for 5,000. Contains enough dynamite for a whole year. Dynamite 1 year is stenciled on this crate in an official-looking typeface. Well, that's another way we can get the dynamite. Some thwack-thwack noises lead you to the sight of a goblin chopping down a large cactus. When it sees you, it waves his axe at you threateningly and makes some angry-sounding noises.
Hey, it's a human person. Hey, human person, away to going. It's my cactus that's mine and not yours.
Let's talk to it. Hello. Hello, how are you? I will not your cactus taking.
Good, yes, good, hello.
Why are you two chopping a cactus down?
Why? What a lot of uses. To building, to burning, to eating. Little toothpicks.
Ask if it has any food. Do you any food to having?
Food, yes, or guffin. I to having.
What's a guffin?
Goblin bread. It is gray and damp and gray. Here.
I was going to try and convince you to give it to me, but I'm not sure I actually wanting it.
Sorry, you two having now. Yours.
Guffin, a wad of some kind of goblin bread. It doesn't look very appetizing, like a soft gray potato. Increases your nothing by 0 for the rest of the day. Well, okay. This was not actually where I wanted to go, because I wanted to check out the Button Willow's store. Ow. Ew. Ah. Oof. I'm gonna do some shopping. You need anything? Trail mix?
No thanking you. Gary is well and good.
Shelves laden with various goods. The barrel smells like pickles and looks like an empty pickle barrel. At first you're excited because you think this barrel is full of pickles, but they turn out to be novelty rubber pickles. The woman behind the counter stares at you with a huge grin on her face. She gestures to the goods she's got for sale. Take a look. Alright. Advanced Theme Craft. Bag of Shroom Grow. Can of oil. Nice. Desert Eatin' and Drinkin'. Disposable binoculars. Needle. Let's get the pickaxe. Alright, now we can head to the desert house with our newfound can of oil. A ghostly translucent bandit on a ghostly translucent horse rides up and points his ghostly translucent rifle at you, demanding all your ghostly translucent valuables. I mean, he doesn't actually specify that your valuables should be ghostly and translucent, but it doesn't seem like he'd have any use for regular ones. Fight him! Shabam! Nice. You showed that bandit that you aren't afraid of any ghostly translucent jerks. Got a bit of ectoplasm. Not sure what part of the ghost this is. Probably better not to think about it. Nice job. Alright. He's given the bone to the dog. Now we can creep over here. And, the hinges on this gate are really rusty. If you open it, the bandits inside are definitely going to hear oil the hinges. You use the last of the oil in the can on the rusty hinges. The gate swings open easily and silently. You creep up to the door. You can hear the gang inside. You notice that the door jamb is busted, probably from being kicked in. There's a crude hasp made of bent nails in the door. Looks like the bandits have just been locking it with padlock from the outside when they leave. If you had a lock, you could turn this fortress into a prison. Back off for bed. Okay, so now we need a lock. This is getting... Okay, well, fine, we'll head to Snake Spring. There's an open grave here, and it doesn't have a skeleton inside. I wonder what they're asking for rent. Jump inside and see what you find. Oh hey, the previous tenant left some stuff. Well, it's all yours now. Handful of old coins. This is a little stack of coins that are either from a time or place, when or where coins were or are used as currency instead of meat. Old wedding ring. Honeymoon is definitely over for this old tarnished silver thing. That does absolutely nothing for me. Okay. Oh, a snake fountain. I guess that's about the only way to describe that. Yeah, weird.
We have fortune, being very useful as snake fountain.
For what?
Free snakes.
Oh. Coffee cactus requires fortune. Oh yeah, that literally is a snake fountain. Endless stream of snakes pours out of a hole in the canyon wall. Grab a big one. Let's increase my armor, and then cast a spell. Shub.
Bam! Bam! Wow!
Yeah, we can just keep fighting snakes and get a bunch of, free stuff. Yeah, Gary's voice literally sounds like that with the voice actor.
Hello!
Even more ridiculous than I've been making match with.
Hey-ya!
Gary food, yeah. We'll leave the spring alone. Those aren't valuable enough to be worth me getting a bunch of them to sell right now. Let's head to the rescue mission. A circus. Keep going where I'm going. Actually, we should head back to the other Fort Cowardice. Find a pair of saddlebags slung over a tree branch. Stenciled letters on the side read "Property of Fort Alldead Library." Dig through the bags. Bag is full of books, mostly boring military field manuals. You do find one of specific interest to you, though. Advanced beancraft. Nice. New bean slinging skill. Wary, a skill that increases maximum AP. Blood beans lets you regenerate health. I want to increase maximum AP. You read the scrawlings and internalize all of their insane paranoid implications. Afterwards, you narrow your eyes and burn the book. I didn't trust that book. Alright, let's use our binoculars. We found Butterfield Ranch. Smoking ruins of a ranch near the northern horizon. You climb down from the watchtower and pitch the binoculars. Keep Fort Cowardice beautiful. Alright, let's head to Butterfield Ranch. Pass an abandoned campsite and an old crate catches your eye. On closer inspection, you find it's nailed shut. Maybe the campers used it to sit on and then forgot to take it with them. Their loss is your gain if you have a crowbar to pry it open with. You crack open that walnut and help yourself to the delicious nut meats inside. Canteen, bar of soap. Smelling salts. Bottle of foul-smelling ammonia crystals designed to disgust people into being more awake. Bottle of laudanum. Tincture of opium is widely lauded as a super great thing that's great to use all the time. Patent emetic. Substance cures poisoning by making you vomit, but luckily medical science has confirmed that vomiting is the cure to basically every type of poison. In a manner of speaking. Butterfield Ranch. Okay, we got a cow right off the bat. You're gonna have to deal with this cow if you want to explore this area. Okay. Got to jump on him. I have 4 action points now. Let's increase my armor. Let's do some hot damage. Shabam! Gary can reproduce. Ooh. Let's do some more hot damage for now. Then we can Gary Foo. Hey, that's not fair. Can't just go right past that. Alright, go Gary, you can do it! Didn't do it. Oh no, the Gary thing died. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, Gary got it. Nicely done, Gary. Banish that demonic cow from this realm. Get thee hence, little doggy. Caned beefsteak. This would have been a prime piece of beef, full of potential before its owner was taken over by a smoldering demonic spirit. Now it's, well, done. It's well done. There's a rope tied to the fence post here. Grab it. I got a length of rope. If you need to tie something to something else and you don't think string or twine or cord or jute is up to the task, you'll need some of this. I got a needle! Finally! Something buried in the smoldering embers. Dig in. I got a red-hot poker. Deals hot damage. Why, I reckon I hardly know her. Deals hot damage instead of physical. It isn't as good as my knife, unless there's things that resist physical damage. You notice some words carved into the side of the outhouse. Curly was here. Wait a second. You recognize that name. Curly Butterfield. The legend of Curly's meat. Maybe this outhouse is worth investigating. Luckily, you don't have to actually go inside the outhouse, because once you open the door, you find a map scratched onto the inside of it. The map reveals the location of a mine just west of the ranch, labeled Coal Ridge. There's an inset map of the mine itself, with a big X scrawled between 3 triangular icons. Curious. Nothing to churn. To your horror, you see that every single cow in the Butterfield dairy herd is now an ungolith, an infernal cow spirit bound in stone. They're not dangerous unless you get near them. Got the jump on them. Alright. Let me increase my my armor first. Then let's summon the thing, the bean golem, and then use our hot damage spell. Shabam! And then Gary will have him reproduce. There we go. Nice. You thin the herd a little. Not enough. It can never be enough. Menudo geode. Sometimes a pocket of intestine remains behind when a cow undergoes transition to an infernal ungolith, and you get one of these, a stone sphere full of boiling tripe. Hooray. Still an effectively infinite number of ungoliths here. I need a lockpick and 2 for that. Oh. Well, what was something else that I needed a lockpick for? Fort All Dead, I know. So I suppose we can head back.
Reach for the sky, clown!
You quickly turn around and see a grizzled-looking man in all black clothes, except for his hat, which is white with brightly colored spots. He's pointing a gun at you. Who are you calling a clown, jerk? It's true. You don't have a clown's markings. You mean like a stupid polka dot hat that only a clown would wear? You may be no clown, but you are a fool if you think I'll accept your insults. Bring it, Chuckles. don't shoot Gary. Gary's reproduce is literally only helpful to draw fire from other things. You won! More specifically, you won the weirdest hat you've ever seen. Colorful hat. This hat is made from some weird kind of leather that's white with colorful spots on it. That increases my moxie. But I prefer my mysticality increase, I think. Although I need more moxie, so we'll go with that. Was it all dead, or was it... It was not all dead. It was the other one, cowardice. No, not Gustavson Gulch. I didn't want to go there. Someone's left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verifying that it's neither wired toward detonator nor connected to an actively sparking fuse. What an odd and dangerous thing for someone to leave around. Take it. I got 3 dynamite. Nice. The professor's house. Old mission. Keep going where I'm going. No, wait, I didn't want to go to the professor's house. I wanted to go to Fort Cowardice. Jesus. You hear a groaning noise a short distance away and investigate. A cowpoke is sitting against a rock with his leg bent in a way that seems incorrect. What happened? Dang horse threw a rod and I fell off. Think I busted one of my dancing arms. Give him a ride back to Dortwater. Hope the guy under the back of your horse and give him a lift back to town. Thank you kindly, stranger. I'd say I owe you, but it seems doubtful we'll ever meet again. No problem. It really does not want me to go to Fort Cowardice. Come on, just let me... You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the brush. Presumably it's a gulch goblin rustler. Always kind of assumed that referred to a different sort of rustling, though. Looks up at you and makes some angry-sounding gobbling noises.
It's saying human. Hey, what? Down here looking. Stopping it.
Charge it a rustling tax. Excuse me, you know there's a rustling tax levied on this gorge, right? You can't rustle for free here, bud. Gary translates, and after some back and forth, the goblin rolls its eyes at you and throws a small pouch of meat. I don't think that's supposed to be in the text bubble there. Great. Whee! Woo! Whee! Pick the lock. Go in. Probably shouldn't try to open this pie self while the goblin is shooting at it. Goblin is seated at this desk, is repeatedly firing their pistol at that pie safe. Get their attention. Say, what you are doing?
Shooting pies. Always shooting pies.
Could you elaborate on that?
Why is shooting a pie?
Yes.
To destroying, obviously. Must to destroying a terrible pie.
What is wrong with a pie?
Bah, a human will never understanding.
Ask you.
No, really, why a pie shooting? Shut up! So much angry.
Keep trying.
Looking.
I'm pretty sure being a pie is destroyed.
Destroy? Huh?
Look, so many holes in a pie safe. You winning. A pie is dead.
You certain being?
Waiting here. I will check it. Peek through the bullet holes. Yep, that pie is shot to hell. Hooray, you are a success. A pie is so very destroyed being.
I doing it?
So much doing it.
But now what? Huh? What I shooting now?
I guess you finding another pie?
What? There more pies being?
Yes. A world is full of pies.
Oh no. This violencing will never ending.
Sorry being, not wishing to enabling this behavior.
No, this is my cross-bearing. I must going and continuing the fight.
Okay.
Thanking you.
Okay, I wishing you good luck against the forces of pie. Now, Foxy, you should leaving a hat and gun, having a fresh start.
Yes, correct being. I will fighting each pie as if it is first pie being.
You got an item, General Gubb's hat. The General's hat contains old memories of violence and more recent memories of violence against pies specifically. General Gobb's pistol. The pistol is not of goblin manufacture, which you can tell because it doesn't look like complete garbage. Quite the opposite, in fact. It looks like not garbage. General Cobb strides out the door, jaw clenched, eyes resolute with pie hatred. Well, that was weird. Guess I'm the general now. That's 45 damage. That's 6 to 8 damage. We're gonna switch that in there. Why did that not switch into there? There we go. So if I'm the general now, does that do anything for me? Nope. Okay. Well, at least I got a better gun out of that. We're at 35 minutes, so thank you, YouTube people, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you probably did since you made it to the end of the video. If you did, go ahead and hit every button you can find on YouTube, and if you choose to watch it, I won't see you because I'm looking at a camera, but you'll see me in the next one. Fare thee well.